Welcome to the Deep Dive, episode 37. Today, we're embarking on a really in-depth exploration. We're looking at something fundamental to modern infrastructure. That's the strategic power of, well, external partnerships in civil engineering.
That's right. How collaboration really drives things forward.
Exactly. We'll be uncovering how a steadfast commitment to innovation, um, deeply embedded sustainability, and just unparalleled expertise can fundamentally transform project outcomes. And we're viewing all this through the remarkable capabilities and insights provided by AXA Engineers.
A great lens to use for sure.
So for those of you out there navigating the, let's face it, complex world of civil engineering, maybe you're aiming to streamline your projects or tackle those really intricate design challenges, or perhaps just elevate your team's overall capabilities. Well, this deep dive is crafted specifically for you.
Yeah, we really want to unpack what makes a difference.
We're going to unpack the core strengths that not only make AXA Engineers a trusted name, but honestly, a benchmark for excellence in the field of civil engineering outsourcing. And before we jump into all the fascinating details, we genuinely love to hear your perspectives. What aspects of engaging external civil engineering expertise are most intriguing or maybe most challenging for you? Follow us, drop a comment below, and let us know your thoughts as we delve into this crucial topic today.
Yeah, we're keen to hear what you think.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's unpack this. When we consider bringing in external civil engineering expertise, what are firms truly seeking?
That's the core question, isn't it?
It invariably boils down to, well, a few critical pillars, it seems. Unwavering trust,
Absolutely fundamental.
access to cutting-edge solutions, and, of course, consistently reliable results. You need to know it'll get done right.
Predictability is key.
And it's precisely at this intersection, this nexus of trust, innovation, and reliability, where AXA Engineers really distinguishes itself as a premier partner in the expansive landscape of civil engineering outsourcing.
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating here, and I think sometimes underestimated, is how AXA Engineers positions itself. They're not merely a service provider, right? They explicitly call themselves a trusted partner.
That phrase really stands out.
It does. And it's not just, marketing speak or semantics. It signals a much deeper commitment than the kind of transactional work you might typically encounter elsewhere. When you're evaluating your options for civil engineering outsourcing, this partnership approach is, I think, absolutely crucial.
It implies they're not just checking boxes.
Exactly. They're not just executing tasks. They're genuinely aiming to deliver innovative and sustainable solutions through cutting-edge technology. And that directly addresses a critical need for firms looking to not just, offload work, but to truly enhance their internal capacity and expand their strategic capabilities.
So it's about building strength, not just filling gaps.
Precisely. This positioning as a true partner, rather than just, say, a contractor, suggests a deeply collaborative methodology. And that's foundational for fostering the kind of long-term relationships essential for the increasingly complex civil engineering projects we're seeing pop up everywhere today.
Makes sense. These big projects need that long-term view.
They do, and their core mission, as we understand it, places a really strong emphasis on both innovation and sustainability. These aren't just buzzwords anymore. They are rapidly becoming the absolute key drivers in the development of modern infrastructure, well, globally.
You can't ignore them.
You really can't. So for you listening, as someone perhaps considering the strategic advantages of civil engineering outsourcing, this means far more than just getting design tasks completed.
Yeah.
It signifies gaining a partner who is genuinely invested in your project's ultimate success, and critically, invested in future-proofing your designs against the ever-evolving challenges and, frankly, the stringent standards of the industry.
Future-proofing. That's a big one.
It really is. It's about having an extension of your own team, someone that truly shares your vision and your commitment to excellence.
That collaborative ethos, it sounds incredibly powerful. And you mentioned complexity. Their scope of expertise isn't confined to routine or straightforward tasks, is it?
Not at all.
They're consistently tackling complex terrains and challenging environments. That certainly isn't for the faint of heart, especially when you're seeking specialized civil engineering outsourcing.
Exactly right. And this is where the analytical depth truly comes in. If we connect this back to the broader picture, what firms are really seeking in civil engineering outsourcing? It means AXA Engineers actively embraces, rather than, shies away from, the most difficult and technically demanding projects out there.
They lean into the challenge.
They do. Their demonstrable track record in these intricate areas consistently ensures efficient and high-quality outcomes for their clients, even when the underlying conditions are, let's be honest, far from ideal. This specific capability is paramount when firms decide to outsource. It allows them to confidently offload the most demanding, often high-risk, and technically challenging aspects of a project, handing them over to a highly specialized expert.
Which frees up their own internal teams, I imagine.
Absolutely. And this doesn't just suggest, it clearly demonstrates an exceptionally high level of technical proficiency and a robust, proactive problem-solving capability. It tells us they can deftly navigate difficult geological conditions, understand and manage intricate hydrological systems, or skillfully untangle complex regulatory landscapes.
Things that could bog down a project for months.
Easily. Challenges that might frankly overwhelm an in-house team without that very specific, dedicated expertise and, crucially, experience. This level of specialization implies a remarkably robust internal methodology. You're talking comprehensive risk assessment, meticulous design iteration, unwavering compliance, and across diverse global and local contexts, too, which makes them an ideal choice for civil engineering outsourcing that needs to transcend conventional geographical or highly technical boundaries.
Can you give an example? Like what kind of situation?
Well, think about designing critical infrastructure in, say, mountainous regions prone to seismic activity.
Okay, yeah.
Or along coastal areas notoriously susceptible to erosion and rising sea levels.
Very relevant today.
Extremely. Or even within the dense fabric of urban environments, which often present incredibly intricate subsurface conditions. You know, a labyrinth of existing utilities and old infrastructure you have to work around.
A real headache.
It can be. This is precisely where AXA Engineers' specialized skills become not just valuable, but truly indispensable. It allows clients to confidently pursue projects that might otherwise seem, well, just too daunting.
Okay, I see.
So for you listening, this means AXA Engineers possesses the profound capability to handle those, let's call them needle in a haystack projects, the ones that might otherwise keep you up at night worrying.
Definitely know that feeling.
Right, so they provide immense peace of mind and consistently ensure the highest quality results, even in the trickiest, most demanding situations that are often inherent in sophisticated civil engineering outsourcing.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me. Moving beyond the philosophy, the approach to tangible results, because AXA Engineers isn't just, as you said, talking the talk. They're demonstrating these capabilities with concrete, real-world projects.
The proof is in the pudding, as they say.
Exactly. So let's delve into the Marks Creek Development Project. You mentioned the fantastic example of their comprehensive approach and the application of their principles in civil engineering outsourcing.
The Marks Creek Development Project is indeed a particularly innovative initiative, yes. And a cornerstone example of their work, it's focused on creating a sustainable and vibrant residential community. And it spans over 101 acres of beautifully wooded land.
Wooded land adds complexity, right?
Oh, definitely. And what this immediately highlights is AXA Engineers' deep-seated and very practical commitment to sustainability, which, as we discussed earlier, is not just a trend. It's an increasingly essential and, frankly, non-negotiable demand across all facets of modern civil engineering outsourcing.
It has to be baked in from the start.
It really does. This specific project serves as a tangible and, I think, compelling demonstration of AXA Engineers' ability to not only envision, but also to meticulously execute complex, large-scale developments that are imbued with a significant and deliberate focus on environmental responsibility.
And their involvement, was it just the design phase?
No, far beyond that. Their involvement spanned from the very initial conceptual design stages all the way through to securing final project approval, which, as you know, can be a significant hurdle.
Okay.
This vividly showcases a truly end-to-end service offering. And this comprehensive capability represents a massive strategic advantage for any client engaging in civil engineering outsourcing.
Because they handle the whole process.
Exactly. It's not simply about, constructing residential units. It's about thoughtful, holistic community planning. This includes carefully considering the ecological footprint of the development, proactively designing for long-term viability, and ensuring a positive, enduring impact on the surrounding environment and the local community. These are all absolutely critical factors for firms seeking truly comprehensive and responsible solutions in their civil engineering outsourcing endeavors.
Okay, so with such an ambitious scope for Marks Creek, what exactly was AXA Engineers' precise role here? How do they translate this complex vision into a living, breathing blueprint for development?
Well, AXA Engineers played an absolutely integral role. It extended far beyond typical design contributions. They were responsible for providing not just the conceptual designs, but also meticulously detailed plans, and crucially, for expertly facilitating the entire, often arduous project approval process.
That facilitation piece sounds key.
It really is. This level of comprehensive involvement is a key differentiator for any firm considering civil engineering outsourcing. It fundamentally means that AXA Engineers has the capability to take a project from its most nascent, maybe abstract idea.
Just a sketch on a napkin sometime.
Sometimes, yeah, all the way through to being fully shovel-ready. And in doing so, they often de-risk that entire front-end process for their clients.
That's huge value.
Immense. And a major, undeniable part of the success at Marks Creek, and truly a testament to their modern and forward-thinking approach, was their strategic leveraging of end-to-end digital transformation with building information modeling, BIM.
BIM comes up a lot. What does that really mean in practice for a civil engineering outsourcing client?
Right, good question. While many of our listeners are probably familiar with BIM, it's worth reiterating. It isn't just a simple software tool. It's not just CAD++ stroke. It's a holistic, integrated methodology. It synthesizes all project data, architectural, structural, MEP, civil, everything, into a single, cohesive, collaborative model.
One source of truth.
Exactly, one source of truth. This is particularly valuable in the intricate realm of civil engineering outsourcing. Why? Because it allows for genuinely seamless information exchange. It drastically reduces potential errors that can arise from disconnected workflows or, using different versions of drawings.
Been there.
We all have. And it significantly improves coordination across what can often be geographically dispersed teams, which is common in outsourcing. This holistic approach profoundly minimizes potential disconnects between the various stages of design and subsequent construction. That's a common and often incredibly costly challenge that AXA Engineers effectively mitigates through its integrated BIM-centric services.
So less rework, fewer clashes down the line.
Precisely. So for you listening, outsourcing your critical projects to AXA Engineers means they're not just designing in isolation. They're actively managing the entire design and approval workflow, utilizing these advanced digital tools to ensure paramount accuracy and unparalleled efficiency. Right from the very first concept sketch to final project completion. It means fewer surprises, clearer communication, and a much smoother path to project realization.
And their innovative approach didn't stop at BIM, right? The outline mentions they went a step further by integrating GIS data, geographic information systems. They use that to create comprehensive visualizations. What unique advantage does that add to a complex project like Marks Creek, especially within the context of effective civil engineering outsourcing?
GIS integration, yes, that's absolutely crucial, particularly for projects with significant environmental or regulatory sensitivities, which, let's face it, is increasingly the norm these days. This sophisticated integration allowed AXA Engineers to create incredibly comprehensive and highly detailed visualizations, not just pretty pictures, but data-rich models. This, in turn, led directly to the early identification of regulatory and ecological issues, things like wetlands, protected species habitats, soil types.
Finding potential problems before they become actual problems.
Exactly. This proactive approach isn't merely good practice. It's a cornerstone of responsible and efficient civil engineering outsourcing. By identifying these issues early, AXA ensured strict compliance with stringent environmental regulations right from the outset. That significantly mitigates future risks and potential project delays, which can kill budgets.
Absolutely.
Crucially, this integration also allowed their designs to expertly preserve the natural landscapes while actively supporting local biodiversity, which was a core commitment for AXA on this project.
So how does GIS actually help with that?
Well, GIS provides an immensely powerful spatial context. It allows for a deep, multifaceted analysis of environmental factors, existing land use patterns, all pertinent regulatory boundaries. When this is synergistically combined with BIM, it offers an incredibly detailed and multi-layered understanding of the entire project site. It lets you make truly informed decisions.
Taking the whole picture.
The whole picture in 3D with all the relevant layers. This combined capability is absolutely vital for effectively managing complex environmental permitting processes, which, as many of you know, can often be a significant hurdle and a major source of delays in many civil engineering projects, especially when navigating them through civil engineering outsourcing.
So you can actually see the wetland boundaries overlaid on the proposed road alignment, for example.
Precisely. Imagine being able to visualize critical elements like delineated wetlands, protected wildlife habitats, maybe even historical sites, directly within the three-dimensional design model. This advanced visualization capability helps tremendously in proactively avoiding costly redesigns and unforeseen delays down the line. And for clients, that represents a huge tangible benefit in terms of both time and budget.
Makes perfect sense.
So for you, this demonstrates AXA Engineers' unwavering commitment to not just building infrastructure, but building it responsibly and intelligently, actively safeguarding the environment while simultaneously delivering your project on time, within budget, and in full compliance with all regulations.
Okay, it's becoming really clear that AXA Engineers is, well, fluent in the most advanced languages of cutting-edge software. The source material frequently mentioned the diversity of software and features of the Autodesk ecosystem. How does mastering this specific ecosystem empower them in their civil engineering outsourcing work?
Yeah.
What gives them such a distinct and measurable advantage?
Yeah, that's a profoundly important question, isn't it? How does this sophisticated technology genuinely translate into tangible, real-world benefits and strategic advantages for the clients? The Autodesk ecosystem, and that includes things like Civil 3D, InfraWorks, Revit, Dynamo, Navisworks, ACC, and more. It isn't just a disparate collection of individual tools. It's a meticulously designed suite of integrated applications that are built to work in harmony.
So they talk to each other smoothly.
Exactly. This allows AXA engineers to easily handle problems and come up with timely solutions, which is an incredibly valuable asset in the inherently fast-paced and demanding world of modern civil engineering outsourcing. The strategic advantage of using an integrated software ecosystem like Autodesk is, well, it's manifold. It drastically minimizes data translation errors, a common and frustrating headache when different software platforms are used for different parts of the job.
Oh, I know that pain. Importing, exporting, losing data.
Right. And it maximizes interoperability between different, often complex design phases. Civil design talks to structural, structural talks to architectural. This intrinsic efficiency is a massive advantage in civil engineering outsourcing, where speed, precision, and absolute accuracy are not just desirable, they're absolutely paramount.
Time is money, after all.
Always. This means less precious time wasted on cumbersome file conversions or tediously fixing compatibility issues between various software platforms, and significantly more time, more intellectual energy, more focus dedicated to developing truly innovative design solutions and delivering superior value to the client. It's about working smarter, not just harder.
Okay, let's drill down into some of these specific tools mentioned. First up, Dynamo. The source emphasizes that it enhances productivity, accuracy, and creativity, and was, quote, very effective and a time saver for repetitive tasks. Can you expand on the strategic impact of this?
Absolutely. Dynamo is fascinating. It's a visual programming tool that is deeply integrated within the Autodesk suite, particularly with software like Civil 3D and Revit, and it's specifically engineered to automate highly repetitive and often tedious design tasks.
Like what kind of tasks?
Oh, things like generating complex corridor assemblies, placing standard details across hundreds of locations, extracting specific data sets from the model, even performing complex geometric calculations repeatedly. For the context of civil engineering outsourcing, this capability is nothing short of revolutionary.
Revolutionary. How so?
Well, instead of an engineer manually clicking through the same sequence hundreds of times, which is boring and prone to error, Dynamo allows AXA engineers to script that process. They can rapidly iterate on design options, explore multiple viable alternatives with incredible speed and precision, and most importantly, it frees up their highly skilled engineers to dedicate their invaluable cognitive resources to more complex, creative problem solving and critical decision making. The stuff humans are really good at.
So the computer does the grunt work.
Precisely. This automation doesn't just make them faster, it fundamentally shifts the engineer's role. By automating the mundane, repetitive elements, it frees up mental bandwidth. This means AXA's engineers aren't just achieving faster project delivery, they're able to dedicate significantly more cognitive resources to truly complex, non-standard challenges. It fosters a design environment where breakthrough solutions, not just efficient ones, become the norm.
That's a powerful shift.
It is, and this directly translates to significant cost savings for clients due to reduced manual labor and notably faster project timelines, delivering a clear competitive edge. Automation of routine tasks represents a substantial and measurable gain in efficiency. It speeds up the design process, yes, but it also drastically reduces the potential for human error in tedious calculations or repetitive geometry generation. That increases overall accuracy, which, as we all know, is paramount in any civil engineering project, especially those delivered through outsourcing.
Makes sense. Fewer errors mean less rework later.
Exactly. So if you're listening and you're looking for faster turnaround times, superior design quality, and exceptionally accurate designs in your civil engineering outsourcing projects, AXA Engineers' astute and strategic use of advanced tools like Dynamo is a clear and compelling indicator of their unwavering commitment to both efficiency and technical excellence.
Okay, next tool mentioned, InfoWorks. The outline says it enabled engaging walkthroughs and fly-throughs for effective presentations and public consultations in the early stage design. And it also made model sharing and collaboration easy. How does this elevate the client experience in civil engineering outsourcing? It sounds like more than just visuals.
Oh, it's much more. InfoWorks is a truly powerful conceptual design and visualization tool, and its impact on client engagement and project approval cannot be overstated. The ability to create these engaging walkthroughs and fly-throughs, essentially virtual tours of the proposed project before it's built, is invaluable for stakeholder communication.
Especially for people who aren't engineers, right?
Exactly, particularly in public-facing projects that frequently require extensive community input and often rigorous governmental approval processes. It helps non-technical audiences understand incredibly complex designs with remarkable clarity and intuitive understanding. They can see what's being proposed. This facilitates much smoother and faster approvals processes because people understand what they're agreeing to.
Reducing friction and misunderstanding.
Absolutely. For civil engineering outsourcing, this capability means AXA engineers can effectively represent your project to any audience, from local government officials and planning commissions to community residents and potential investors. They can build essential confidence and secure crucial buy-in from all parties.
That buy-in is critical.
It is. Furthermore, the feature allowing easy model sharing and collaboration with AXA members and clients dramatically streamlines feedback loops. You can share a link to the model, clients can navigate it themselves, add comments. It ensures seamless integration of comments and revisions, keeping everyone on the same page, regardless of their location.
So no more emailing huge PDF sets back and forth.
Hopefully a lot less of it. Effective communication is absolutely critical for project success, and InfoWorks significantly enhances this by making design proposals highly accessible, intuitively understandable, and visually compelling. Its collaborative sharing features also actively reduce communication silos, that common and often costly challenge in large-scale civil engineering outsourcing projects where information needs to flow freely, accurately, and without friction.
Can you paint a picture of that?
Sure. Imagine the profound impact of showing city council members or concerned community residents a virtual immersive tour of a proposed development. They can see the scale, the landscaping, how traffic might flow, the impact on views, far more clearly and comprehensively than any traditional 2D drawings or static renderings ever could.
I can see how that would build trust.
Exactly. This not only proactively avoids potential misunderstandings and costly rework based on misinterpretations, but it also dramatically speeds up the decision-making process. And that's a huge tangible advantage for any civil engineering outsourcing endeavor.
Okay, one more tool from this section, vehicle tracking. It's noted for helping create efficient and safe transportation routes, which sounds absolutely vital for any community development like Marks Creek. What are the deeper implications of this specific capability?
Vehicle tracking is, well, it's an absolutely essential tool for designing infrastructure that is not just functional, but demonstrably safe and efficient, particularly within a community setting like Marks Creek, where public safety is paramount, but really for any site with vehicle access needs. By meticulously evaluating various vehicle movements throughout the project site, AXA engineers could proactively guarantee safe and effective access. And that's for both phases, the demanding construction phase, with large trucks and equipment.
Right, getting materials in and out safely.
And critically for the long-term future community use, daily residents, visitors, delivery trucks, emergency services.
You have to think about all of them.
You absolutely do. This is crucial for several reasons. During construction, it ensures large equipment and material deliveries can navigate the site without hazard, optimizing logistics, and preventing costly delays or accidents. For the finished development, it guarantees the long-term usability and safety of the infrastructure for its future residents, thinking about everything from daily commuter traffic flow to ensuring a fire engine can reach every building.
That emergency access is non-negotiable.
Completely. For any firm engaging in civil engineering outsourcing for community or commercial projects, ensuring safe and efficient access for all types of vehicles is quite simply non-negotiable from a liability, functionality, and public welfare perspective.
So how does the software actually work?
Well, this sophisticated tool meticulously simulates various vehicle types. You can choose standard libraries or even define custom vehicles. It simulates them navigating the proposed routes, turning at intersections, maneuvering into parking spaces, or loading docks.
So you can see if a large truck can actually make that tight turn.
Exactly. It allows AXA engineers to proactively identify any potential bottlenecks, turns that are too tight, sightline obstructions at intersections, or other safety hazards before construction even begins. This kind of foresight, this meticulous planning and predictive analysis, is a clear testament to AXA engineers' thoroughness and their unwavering commitment to comprehensive, safety-first design.
It prevents costly changes during construction.
Or worse, safety issues after completion. So if your project involves any kind of traffic flow, parking design, site access, or loading dock functionality, AXA Engineers' strategic use of vehicle tracking ensures optimal safety, maximum efficiency, and regulatory compliance from day one. It gives you complete confidence in your civil engineering outsourcing partners' capabilities in this critical area.
Okay, shifting gears slightly. Beyond the sheer power of these individual design tools, projects, especially complex ones, inevitably encounter unforeseen challenges, right?
Always. Murphy's Law applies to engineering too.
Indeed. The Harks Creek development, for example, faced legal and ecological issues that necessitated strict compliance with stringent environmental regulations. How did AXA engineers tackle these often complex hurdles in their civil engineering outsourcing work? This really showcases their ability to adapt and overcome, doesn't it?
It really does. And this is an excellent point because it highlights another critical, tangible benefit of partnering with AXA engineers for civil engineering outsourcing. These types of challenges, the environmental snags, the regulatory complexities that could easily cause significant delays, substantial cost overruns, or even regulatory noncompliance if not handled expertly.
Derail the whole project sometimes.
Absolutely. But in the Marks Creek case, these issues were quickly handled thanks to the grading optimization feature within their toolset, likely Civil 3D. Now, this powerful, often underappreciated feature specifically helps to preserve natural landscapes while actively protecting local biodiversity.
Grading optimization. How does that work? Think about earthworks moving soil around to create building pads, roads, drainage swales. Grading optimization tools use sophisticated algorithms to find the most efficient and environmentally sensitive earthwork solutions. They meticulously balance cut and fill volumes, so you're not hauling dirt unnecessarily, manage complex drainage patterns effectively, and prioritize landscape preservation, like minimizing tree removal or avoiding steep, unstable slopes with remarkable precision.
So it's not just about making things flat.
Not at all. It's about sculpting the land intelligently. This is particularly challenging and complex in wooded areas like Marks Creek, where minimizing disturbance to existing ecosystems and preserving mature tree lines is paramount. This makes AXA Engineers' application of this feature highly effective and incredibly valuable for civil engineering outsourcing clients facing similar constraints.
How is it better than just, an experienced engineer doing it manually?
Well, instead of manual, iterative adjustments, which are inherently time-consuming, often subjective, potentially expensive, and prone to maybe missing the optimal solution, the software can rapidly analyze thousands, even millions of different grading options. It finds the absolute best balance between the necessary demands of development, like achieving required slopes and elevations, and the rigorous requirements of environmental protection. It minimizes disturbance to existing ecosystems, reduces overall earthwork quantities, and demonstrates a profound commitment to responsible development.
Faster and potentially better results.
Often, yes. This expertise represents a major strategic advantage for civil engineering outsourcing clients who are frequently facing similar environmental constraints, demanding regulatory landscapes, and the need for optimal, cost-effective land utilization. It's technology directly addressing complex, real-world hurdles.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, with such complex projects, all these tools, all these inputs, the sheer volume of information being generated across various disciplines and stakeholders must be, well, an absolute beast to manage.
Monumental is a good word for it.
How did AXA engineers keep everything organized, collaborative, and moving forward efficiently within a typical civil engineering outsourcing context? Data management seems critical.
You're absolutely right. It's foundational. With such a huge amount of dynamic information being generated, shared, updated, reviewed, approved across diverse teams and disciplines, a truly comprehensive solution for data storage, organization, version control, and collaborative management is not just essential, it's absolutely fundamental to project success.
So what do they use? Spreadsheets and email?
Hopefully not just that. No, luckily for the Marks Creek project, and likely their standard practice, everything was easily done on ACC. That's the Autodesk Construction Cloud.
AC.
This is a robust, cloud-based platform. It allowed AXA engineers to enjoy seamless, real-time collaboration, incredibly easy document sharing, and efficient issue tracking. This was critical for keeping everyone involved, from their in-house design team and maybe external specialist consultants to the client themselves, and relevant regulatory bodies consistently informed and perfectly aligned throughout the entire project lifecycle.
A single platform for everything.
Essentially, yes. ACC acts as what's called a common data environment, or CDE. It effectively breaks down the notorious silos that can often exist between design, engineering, procurement, construction, and approval teams.
Everyone's working off the same sheet music.
Beautifully put. This integrated approach profoundly streamlined the construction process and sped up approval times according to the source material. And that directly and tangibly benefits clients who are outsourcing their civil engineering needs by reducing delays, improving predictability, and minimizing errors caused by outdated information.
That traceability must be important too. Who changed what, when?
Absolutely critical. This robust cloud-based data management system is vital for preventing communication breakdowns, ensuring proper version control so everyone's using the latest drawings, and guaranteeing that all stakeholders, including the client, have secure, appropriate access to the most up-to-date and accurate information, no matter their geographical location or time zone.
Real-time access from anywhere.
That's the power of the cloud. So for you, this means outsourcing your civil engineering project to AXA Engineers translates into a transparent, incredibly efficient, and exceptionally well-managed process. It significantly reduces risks associated with data integrity and communication, and ultimately accelerates project completion. It's about building confidence through clarity and control.
Okay, let's delve into two factors that are perpetually, it seems, at the forefront for civil engineering outsourcing clients. Sustainability, which we've touched on, and of course costs. The source mentions SSA tools, that's stormwater system analysis tools. It says they help engineers design, analyze, and optimize stormwater systems efficiently and effectively. How does this deliver tangible value, both in terms of environmental responsibility and the all-important bottom line?
Right. SSA tools think software like storm and sanitary analysis, which is part of the Autodesk suite, or other specialized hydrology and hydraulic software. These are absolutely crucial. Therefore, meticulously managing one of the most significant environmental and cost factors in nearly all civil engineering projects, stormwater runoff. How you handle rain is critical.
Especially with changing weather patterns.
Increasingly so. Their effective utilization can truly differentiate a project. AXA Engineers' advanced and strategic use of these tools allows them to optimize stormwater systems in many aspects. They're pushing beyond mere compliance, just meeting the minimum regulations, towards true engineering excellence and optimization.
How does that save money or help the environment?
Well, this level of precision and sophisticated analysis not only helped lower costs, but also significantly minimized environmental impacts. How? First, by ensuring incredibly accurate planning. The models predict flows and volumes precisely, which avoids costly over-engineering building pipes or ponds much larger than necessary.
Right-sizing the infrastructure.
Exactly. Second, optimizing resource utilization by precisely matching system capacity to actual need. Third, and importantly, reducing unnecessary waste through efficient design. Less excavation, less material, smaller footprints. This proactive, intelligent approach inherently makes their projects far more sustainable and remarkably cost-effective, not just initially, but over their entire life cycle, considering maintenance too. These are paramount considerations for any firm looking into civil engineering outsourcing.
So proper stormwater management is more than just pipes.
Oh, much more. It's absolutely vital for preventing widespread issues like urban flooding, protecting the quality of our precious water resources from pollutants carried in runoff, and ensuring stringent compliance with an ever-growing array of local, state, and federal environmental regulations.
It can be complex to navigate.
It's extremely. AXA Engineers' sophisticated and proactive approach, utilizing advanced SSA tools, clearly demonstrates their deep, integrated commitment to both ecological responsibility and sound economic efficiency for their civil engineering outsourcing clients. This could manifest in expertly designing innovative solutions like rain gardens and bioswales that mimic natural water absorption right where the rain falls.
Land impact development. Right.
Exactly, LID techniques. Or incorporating permeable pavements into parking lots and walkways, developing advanced detention or retention ponds that effectively manage runoff volumes and improve water quality while seamlessly blending into the natural landscape. These intelligent solutions can significantly reduce the need for expensive traditional gray infrastructure, like massive underground pipes and concrete channels. They minimize long-term maintenance costs and actively contribute to broader water conservation
That
efforts.
sounds like a win-win-win. Cost, environment, compliance.
It really is. So for you, this ensures that when you choose AXA Engineers for civil engineering outsourcing, you're not just getting a design that meets code. You're getting a comprehensive, forward-thinking solution that is both environmentally sound and financially savvy, delivering robust, long-term value.
So it's clear this isn't just one component of their work. It appears that the very heart of AXA Engineers' philosophy is a clear, unwavering commitment to environmental protection. It seems woven through everything.
Absolutely. I think that's a fair assessment. It's a defining characteristic that comes through strongly. The approved impact map for the Marks Creek project, for example, which is a key regulatory document, specifically guarantees minimal disturbance to natural habitats, safeguarding the area's biodiversity and ecological integrity.
So it's formally documented and committed to.
Precisely. This core commitment to environmental protection isn't just a tagline on a website or, a regulatory checkbox they have to tick. It appears to be a deeply embedded principle that profoundly shapes their work, and it truly distinguishes AXA engineers in the competitive civil engineering outsourcing landscape.
How so? Don't most firms aim for environmental compliance?
They aim for compliance, yes, but the emphasis here seems to be on stewardship, going beyond the minimum. Environmental stewardship isn't an afterthought for AXA engineers based on this evidence. It seems meticulously integrated into their design philosophy from the very beginning of every project, from initial site analysis and conceptualization right through detailed design and execution support.
Thinking about it up front, not fixing problems later.
Exactly. This proactive stance helps clients not only avoid potential legal issues, costly penalties, and negative public backlash down the road, but it also significantly enhances their public image and directly contributes to broader sustainable development goals, which are increasingly important for corporate responsibility and attracting investment.
That forward-thinking aspect seems key, too.
It really is. This commitment demonstrates a forward-thinking approach that anticipates future regulatory trends, which are only getting stricter. It anticipates evolving societal demands for green infrastructure and the long-term impacts of climate change. By taking this proactive stance, AXA Engineers positions itself not just as a service provider, but as a clear leader in responsible civil engineering outsourcing. They ensure that their projects are not only technically excellent, but also environmentally exemplary and resilient for the future.
Okay, let's try and bring all these threads together now. We've talked about the partnership model, the expertise in complexity, the cutting-edge technology like BIM, GIS, Dynamo, ACC, the commitment to sustainability and environment. What does all this mean for the future of civil engineering outsourcing when you partner with AXA engineers? What's the bigger picture they're painting for their clients and perhaps for the industry itself?
Well, the Marks Creek Development Project, which we've discussed quite a bit, truly serves as a powerful testament, doesn't it? It highlights AXA Engineers' exceptional ability to seamlessly blend, as you said, cutting-edge engineering, profound environmental sustainability, and highly effective stakeholder collaboration.
It brought it all together.
It really did. And importantly, this project represents not just their immense internal efforts and dedication, but, as the source notes, it also underscores the collective contributions of their invaluable partners and clients. That speaks volumes about their collaborative ethos.
It takes a village, as they say.
Especially on complex projects. Now, it is unequivocally true that extensive high-stakes projects, particularly in demanding markets like the U.S., demand top-tier design standards, unparalleled expertise, and a diverse range of skills. You can't cut corners.
The bar is high.
Very high. Recognizing this, AXA Engineers, according to their philosophy, makes every conceivable effort to continuously enhance their skills and expertise and constantly innovate their system and process. Their explicit aim: creating top-notch drawings and services that consistently exceed every client's expectations.
Not just meet, but exceed.
That's the goal they articulate. This unwavering, continuous improvement ethos, when synergistically combined with their more than a decade of invaluable hands-on experience and their team of highly skilled, specialized engineers. This powerfully reinforces AXA Engineers' reliability, adaptability, and leadership in the ever-evolving and dynamic field of civil engineering outsourcing.
So they're not standing still.
It doesn't sound like it. This
Yeah.
isn't about resting on past successes or laurels. It seems to be about a continuous, vigorous cycle of learning, rigorously adopting new technologies like the ones we've discussed, and meticulously integrating the latest best practices to consistently stay at the absolute forefront of the industry.
That must give clients confidence.
Immense confidence. When you choose AXA Engineers for your civil engineering outsourcing needs, based on this profile, you're not just securing technical expertise for today's problem, you're gaining a dedicated team that is relentlessly striving for excellence, ensuring your project benefits from the latest and greatest advancements and insights in the field, ready for tomorrow's challenges too. And with, as they state, more than a decade of experience and highly skilled engineers, AXA Engineers maintains an unwavering confidence in handling internationally scaled projects. They aim to consistently deliver high-quality services and strive to create sustainable value for their members and clients alike.
That broad reach is important, too.
Very. This broad reach, coupled with their unwavering confidence and their proven track record as exemplified by projects like Marks Creek, makes them appear as an ideal and strategic partner for any firm considering civil engineering outsourcing. Regardless of the project scale, its geographical complexity, or its specific technical demands, they seem truly equipped to ensure your vision is realized with precision, unparalleled quality, and that crucial future-forward thinking.
So wrapping things up, what does this all mean for you, the discerning listener, at the end of our deep dive today? Our exploration into AXA Engineers reveals really a partner defined by relentless innovation, almost surgical precision in their work, and an unshakable, deeply integrated commitment to sustainability.
A powerful combination.
It really is. They adeptly combine that cutting-edge technology we talked about, the sophisticated power of BIM, GIS, the automation of Dynamo, the visualization of InfoWorks, and the collaborative strength of ACC. Combining all that with over a decade of hands-on, real-world experience to transform complex civil engineering outsourcing challenges into efficient, high-quality, and environmentally responsible solutions. It seems they don't just aim to meet project expectations, they consistently aim to exceed them, proving time and again through projects like Marks Creek that strategic civil engineering outsourcing with the right partner can genuinely unlock unparalleled project success and deliver truly lasting value.
Indeed. And I think it's important to emphasize, by entrusting your critical vision to AXA Engineers, based on everything we've discussed, you're not just outsourcing tasks to get them off your plate. You're strategically investing in a future where your projects are executed with unmatched efficiency, potentially groundbreaking innovation, and a profound holistic respect for both your budget and our shared planet. Which leads us, I think, to an important closing question for every professional listening in our field. In an era where every single project demands more efficiency, more sustainability, more complexity, pushing the boundaries of what's possible, what could AXA Engineers' unparalleled expertise and their integrated technology-driven approach mean for your next big challenge? How could they help transform it from something complex and maybe daunting into a project that's confidently complete, delivered with precision, foresight, and excellence?
That's the crucial question to ponder. If you're ready to explore how AXA Engineers can profoundly elevate your next project, discover truly tailored solutions that fit your specific needs, and partner with a team demonstrably committed to your success, we definitely encourage you to reach out to them today. You can find more comprehensive information on their website or connect directly with their experts to discuss your specific project needs and challenges. And as always, before you go, don't forget to follow us here on The Deep Dive, and please leave a comment below with your thoughts on today's discussion. What aspect of civil engineering outsourcing stands out most to you?
Yeah, we always value hearing from you.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us.